Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. This is the 108th episode of Let the Woman Tell It. And even though I'm going to have some other uh, contributions and people speaking on this particular video, this lady here on the cover, I think she might be a stud, but she goes through a nice, uh, I guess, soliloquy of the Sha'Carri Richardson situation with her man. But before we get there, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell, and leave some comments after this is over, and what you think about the situation. Now, one of the things I had a problem with, that I'm gonna say off rip, is that I found out that he left her or they broke up, and that's the only solution. Because I would hope, I had to check for that. One of the things that we also need to know is that Sha'Carri Richardson is openly bisexual. Now, you might say, what does that have to do with anything? Well, it's safe to say that she's probably the bull in any sexual relationship she's in with a woman. And it's not so far-fetched to think that she's going to find a man who's submissive to her bullshit. Now, if you think she doesn't slap this guy around, yell, scream, and throw shit at him when they're in the privacy of their home, you got to be mistaken. For her to be so brazen about pushing him around in public space, knowing that she's a celebrity and that he's a celebrity as well, that it was going to catch a lot of attention. The thing that's even worse is that she tried to put him in a trick bag, right? She tried to get him arrested. She tried her best to get him to punch her ass out, and which he would have been well within his rights to do. Now, of course, men being men, we have this overarching bullshit that we should never hit a lady, even if she's trying to kick your ass. That's a lie, and it's becoming less and less true these days, and that's good. But we applaud him for not socking her ass right then and there. But what he did wrong was he didn't press charges. That's the real issue. He should have put this bitch in jail, and he should still be pressing charges. That's where the men go wrong. You can't let women get away from it. If not for you, it's that the next schlub that she gets with, she's going to do the same thing. We would never tell a woman not to press charges or stay with somebody who's beating shit out of her. So as a man, I don't think it's brave by, not pressing charges. I think it's cowardly. Because the hyenas are going to say, well, be a real man, let her off. She's just a woman. What did you do? And then for that, you just tell them, fuck you. You know why? Because we can't ask women what they did for a guy to slug her. He caught her sucking somebody's Johnson, and he punched her in the face. That's no excuse, right? So no matter what he did, he didn't deserve what she did to him at the airport, right? So his big mistake is not pressing charges. Now, I'll give him kudos for not, having enough patience, and, she pushing me around. I'm a star. It's not gonna hurt me. Even though he fell a couple of times, he could have hit his head somewhere. But okay, he didn't slug her ass, but he should have pressed charges. So I got the video of the situation, so I'm gonna show that, and then Corey Holcomb goes in talking about his son, who was a victim of domestic violence, but he made the mistake of slugging the chick, and he got put in the trick bag for it. And then the stud comes on, and then I'll finish this video, but it's not going to be a long one. I'm just saying, it's a relationship video, but it's a domestic violence video where men often allow domestic violence to proliferate because we don't press charges. We don't put the people who are guilty of it, we let them go free. Sha'Carri is a troubled woman. She got herself together enough to win a gold medal. Kudos to you for that. But she's still the same ratchet ass honey, right? I don't care what he did. He didn't deserve what she put him through. So let's go to the video. I don't think there's any sound on this video. Now here they are right here. She's yelling and screaming at him. He's trying to be cool. Oh, she's hitting him with the goggles. He's trying to walk away. She won't let him. She's trying to get a rise out of him to hit her back. She's probably saying, "Hit me, motherfucker. Hit me, you slimy little bitch. Hit me." That's what she's probably saying to him. And he's trying. And now they go out of camera here. But she's continuing to slug his ass behind this little pillar. And here's this TA, this asshole here just walking by. I don't know if he's like a security guard. He's just somebody just walking by. Now they don't show, so she's still on his ass. Still on his ass. He's trying to just say, "Listen, leave me alone." And she's just all on him and she's throwing him, hitting him. And then, yeah. So that was it, okay? I guess there's more video somewhere that y'all probably seen 1,000 times. But the fact that, they have to have the video of the arrest. I don't know why we don't have that, but I didn't look for it because y'all got the point. Right? He took this shoving and stuff. And if you guys think that's light because she's a little woman and all that, nah, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. He didn't deserve that shit from her. Not at all. I don't care what he did. And based on his demeanor, it's probably safe to say he's a mild-mannered guy because that's probably the only kind of man who would actually get with her. A guy who wouldn't tell her, say, "Listen, Sha'Carri, shut the fuck up, sit down and give me some ass." Because that's not the kind of guy she could deal with. Not at all. So let's go to Corey Holcomb and his take on this.
To get him arrested in the airport. And the only reason she didn't get him arrested because when you're in the airport, everything's under surveillance. So when the police looked at what happened, they arrested her. This thing here is something that I see too often where you try and get the male that's with you in trouble with the authorities because most of the time you have leverage over the male when you say something's wrong. I don't like people who do that in this society. If you are a female who tries to use her gender to get the man you with arrested intentionally, they saw her throwing headphones at the man and everything. But when the police came, she act like it was the other way around.
Right.
I can't forgive you for that. You can't be given a pass no longer in the eyes of the people because this young man could have messed up his career.
Because when the police came and arrested her, he did not cooperate with the police. He told them let her go.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. She has like things that she needs to work on for herself, of course. So do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if like I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at like situations like this to just like, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can.
That was.
Yeah, listen to him, man. I'm gonna let Reba go ahead and say what she's gonna say. Okay.
It's a lot. Okay. But being near the TSA checkpoint and getting into some kind
Yeah, so she's not gonna say what I want to say. He sounds like a submissive man, right? I mean, men need to stop this bullshit about letting women get away with doing any fucking thing they want to do. That doesn't help the next guy. That doesn't put correction in there, right? You can't hold her accountable, but getting her ass arrested could. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just completely, some of the things that we gotta, as men, gotta get over this bullshit, man. She tried to put you in a trick bag. Everybody saw it. And it's and this whole notion that you got problems, I got problems, we got problems. No, in this situation, she was trying to hurt you, and she knows if you would have hauled off and punched her in the face, the she would be absolved of everything. So the fact is that you should have pressed charges, and if you didn't want to press charges, you should have just said, "Listen, I have no comment," because saying the bullshit that you just said is even worse. All right. So listen, I saw the way he speaks. I saw what obviously she's beating his ass in the house, and anytime she wants to beat his ass, she's throwing shit at him, swinging on him, and he's talking about everybody has problems. Listen, the only saving grace now that I see is that if you go ahead and Google it, they'll come up and say they're no longer seeing each other. They unfriended each other and shit like that, and that's a good thing. So now this was supposed to be an episode of Let the Women Tell It. So I got this. There was this stud. I call her a stud. You tell me what you think on TikTok, who talks about this situation from a woman's standpoint on what she thinks happened and what she thinks about this dude for allowing the woman to treat him like trash. Essentially. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let the woman tell it. And we'll go from there. I'll be right back after this. All right. So let me do it this way. Okay. So we're going to play this lady and let her go.
I usually mind my business, but Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested for domestic violence in the airport, right? Her boyfriend goes live. He says, hey, listen, she's a good person. She didn't deserve to be arrested. She shouldn't have been arrested. She's a good human, blase, blase. Here's the thing, bro. Your girlfriend exhibits the inability to control her emotions. She's a grown-ass woman. You know what I'm saying? She is a grown-ass woman. We all humans. We all make mistakes. But this is where accountability comes in. As a woman, you still have to have emotional maturity. You still have to be in control of your actions. Just because you're emotional about something or you're angry or you're upset, that does not give you the right to put your hands on people. And I need women to start understanding this shit, bro. You feel like just because you hurt, it gives you a license to beat up a dude, do all this other crazy shit. It doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, if you can't forgive somebody, then leave. Or contain yourself until you get to home. And I ain't saying beat the nigga up at home either. But what I'm saying is bro, you did that shit in public, knowing you a public figure. She obviously lacks emotional stability. She's unstable. And I don't care what nobody say. The fact that you did this shit in public is crazy. It's crazy, bro. And it's like, Sha'Carri, you keep finding yourselves in certain positions and it shows, bro. Emotional maturity is not your thing. Like, you gotta grow up, bro. You gotta be accountable for your actions. Just because you're a woman don't mean you can hit no dude, pushing him around, throwing headphones at him, you a grown woman having a fucking temper tantrum in the damn airport. Bitch, you want to be on the no-fly list? You tripping. Like, but a lot of y'all gonna be like, oh, I want to know why it don't matter why she was mad. She need to control herself. The same way when a dude is mad, y'all want them to control themselves. Women have to do the same thing. Control yourself. Because to me, it's like, here we go again. And he over here defending his abuser. He don't even realize, bro, this is only the beginning. She just now starting to whoop your ass. She do that shit in public. Ain't no telling how she slapping you up behind closed doors. I'm just being real. This man is a whole battered woman. Up here defending her. Shit crazy. I usually mind my business, but Sha'Carri.
All right. So she said at the end, that this guy's acting like a battered woman, an absolute battered woman, because of this shit, man. Listen, brothers, you cannot allow this stuff to continue to happen. Women, taking advantage of you, knowing that you can't defend yourself, unless it's a real extreme situation. But she could embarrass you, she could hit you, she could DV you. I mean, if she does it in private, you know, listen, Corey Holcomb didn't say it on this video. He said he warned his son that the girl he was with was hitting on him. And he told Corey, and Corey said, you got to leave her. Because sooner or later, you're going to go to jail because you're going to hit her back. And he said he got a call, and that's exactly what happened. You know, so you got to leave her. You can't keep fooling around. And, of course, you know, like me, I have this little thing where some people take messages different ways. That you could talk to them. You could, you can illustrate and give them examples, or you could actually sometimes set it to music. Fellas, do not let a woman hit you, and you don't have to beat her up, but you no longer can stay in that relationship. You no longer can stay in that relationship. It's over. You know, that relationship is over. And you have to go find some other woman. So if you find a woman like this, and she's willing to hit you, and she's willing to do all these kind of things to you, you got to find a different woman to be with, and you can't put up with it. And if you have to think about it, you know, everybody should keep their hands to themselves. It's as simple as that. And I don't know, man. I just think that some people say it's not such a big deal, but you know what this guy Christian has done is leave a woman out there with no accountability for her actions because he won't take it to the next level, and he should. That's not like it's going to be the end of her career, but it certainly will teach her a lesson and start the spiral, the roll, spiraling downhill for men to start saying, you know what, you do me wrong, I'm putting you in the trick bag this time. Well, that's it. I'll see you guys later.
I wake up early, ready for the grind, with all my dreams, yeah, I'm set to shine. No time for weakness, no shade to dwell. So keep your harmful hands, just stay in your shell. Don't need your vibe, it's all about me. So keep your harmful hands to yourself. I'm on my way, there's no one else. Focused on my path, I'm feeling so well. Keep your harmful hands, just stay in your shell. Respect my hustle, respect my time, building my empire, yes, all in my rhymes. No space for negativity, you wanna see me swell. So keep your harmful hands, I'm breaking this spell. I'm a rising high, you can't pull me down. So keep your harmful hands to yourself. I'm on my way, there's no one else. Focused on my path, I'm feeling so well. Keep your harmful hands, just stay your shell. I'm on my journey, can't you see? With every step, I am finally free. tied and you can chase me. Your favorite scat, your favorite feel is me.
Our pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out. Like, share, and subscribe.